Hi everyone, welcome to Bad Weather Barbecue. I'm Johnny and today I've gone and bought another barbecue from Aldi. So let's get to unboxing it. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a channel where we talk all things barbecue. Okay, so today, as I said, we've got another barbecue from Aldi and we're going to be unboxing that. So what have I bought? Well, I bought this one. This is an 18-inch kettle barbecue from Aldi. I've never owned a kettle barbecue from Aldi before, so I thought for £30, I'm going to give this a whirl. The purpose of today's video is therefore to unbox this, put it together, and then kind of give my first impressions on it. As ever, stick around to the end of the video and I'll give you my 3 top tips for making this build a success. Okay, so without much further ado, let's get to some unboxing and building. So here we have the finished article. It took about 20-25 minutes, something like that, to build. So I guess now what we just need to do is have a quick chat through what my thoughts are. So on the face of it, I think this is a really good barbecue. It's actually surprisingly sturdy, but there's about 5 points that I just wanted to quickly chat through about it. All right, so the first point is that because it's a smaller barbecue, it does have limited capacity. Certainly when you compare that to the larger Webers, like the ones that I have outside and you guys have seen in many of my videos. So it will limit what you're able to cook on it. It'll be fine for the likes of wings, burgers, sausages, that kind of thing. But for larger briskets, this isn't the barbecue for that. All right, the second point actually has 2 points within it. And this is regarding longevity. So the first point here is actually the finish on the barbecue. It's an enamel finish, same as you would find on the standard Webers. And actually, it's fine. There's no flaking, there's no dings, dents, or anything like that. So from that perspective, as long as you treat it right, you should have a long life for this barbecue. And the second point on longevity is I haven't yet been able to find, certainly not on the Aldi site, a cover to go with this barbecue. Now, I have been onto Amazon. There are options here on the screen, as you'll see, that people like Only Fire, and there are other brands who do generic covers. There are a few options available, and I would certainly recommend for keeping this barbecue good to get a cover, as I have for most of my other barbecues. So the next point I just wanted to mention is that there's no temperature thermometer on this one, as you'll see. Standard in most of the Webers, you will find that across from the vents, but on this one, there's no such one. So what we'll need to do is actually have an external thermometer if we wanted to understand what the temperature is inside of the kettle. All right, the last point that I want to talk about is actually something fun and something that we will be putting to the test. So as you see, if I take off the grate, what I have been able to do on the charcoal grate at the bottom is include some of my Weber accessories. So you'll see the charcoal basket here and the charcoal rails. So actually either of them fit in. And as we know, this is fantastic and really easy for setting up indirect cooking. So when we think about, or when I think about how I'm going to be testing this barbecue shortly, this is really going to help with me. So overall, what do I think of this barbecue? Well, I actually think it's a pretty decent barbecue, especially when you consider the £30 price tag. Of course, the real test will come when we fire this barbecue up for the first time. And on that point, I've decided to do a low and slow cook to break this one in, and I'm going to be doing a pork shoulder. So during that first test, what we'll be looking at is how consistent the temperature within the kettle is. And we'll be using my Weber iGrill to understand that. Because it's a low and slow cook, and especially with a pork shoulder, as it would be with a brisket, we want to ensure that internal kettle temperature of between 110 and 120 degrees. So with that next video in mind, please make sure you've hit that bell so that you're informed of all future videos that drop on this channel. Early in the video, I said to stick around and I'd give you my 3 top tips for making this build a success. So here we go. So number 1, it's always nice to have help, and certainly with this one, there are a few fiddly bits, thinking about the legs here, so it is handy to have a second pair of hands if you have one. Number 2, familiarise yourself with the instructions and the pictures on the box before you start building. This just ensures a much simpler build and means that you won't put the bottom tray on upside down like this guy did. And number 3, let's make sure you have the right tools for the job. This one's really straightforward. All you need is a screwdriver and a pair of pliers. So I hope you enjoyed that video and this look at this new Aldi barbecue. As I say, stick around for the next video, as that will be our low and slow pork shoulder on this bad boy's first cook. So thanks for watching, everybody. You look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.